I know we may not know each other, but just know I want the best for you. I want the best thing in your life to occur. I want you to do the best that you can for yourself. Foot's in the door, can't go back now. Let's go make it epic. If this is the first time you're seeing me, welcome. My name's Alexander, and today it's a new beginning. We are starting a new era. Here, we're going to be talking about social circle, giving value, gaining social results, whether that's in your dating life, in your business life, just having fun with new, fresh connections, new friends, new access to things. We're gonna be talking about content. We're gonna be talking about personal development. Truth is that I've had my fair share of holding back concerning taking action on this project. But since I had a really close friend of mine who I also see as an older brother motivate me to do this and keep me accountable to do this today, I am here with you, and we're gonna start this journey together. Foot's in the door, can't go back now, so let's get started. With people, lots of times I've noticed that they don't understand what it means to have a proper social circle, to have a healthy social circle, and have a social reality. You see, there are people who go out there and they meet people night by night by night, or day by day, and they don't understand how they can utilize that, take it to the next level. They see things separated. They don't know how to flow and how to mold things together and how to get things going for them in their life in general. Or they're completely on the other end and they just think that by doing this whole hustle culture, by working out, making money, and focusing on one skill, all of a sudden their social life is gonna be amazing because somehow they're gonna build the social skills required to magnetically bring people in. Neither of these things are the case. The middle is the reality. See, I've been someone who myself has in the past been really pursuing or chasing people, if you will. I don't think pursuit is a bad thing up to a certain extent. It's good to pursue what you want, but an even higher reality than that is to attract what you want and have people come to you. Now, that is not something easy. That is not something you should be focusing on if this is the beginning of your social journey. If this is the reality that you want to live, don't start off with that. Do not be scared of that, and just focus on taking action concerning your social life in a social circle environment or in general in your life. So meeting people on the street, meeting people in bars, clubs, museums, cafeterias, and through your social circle. The self-help community itself has two sides of it. They either focus on meeting people they don't know from random environments, or they focus on meeting people from their social circles, from venues. Both are good, both are useful. We're not trying to separate things here. We're trying to get you to understand that you are living a social reality already. You are a social person already that has not allowed themselves to bring this up to the surface as much as they could or as much as they would want to. That's why you're here. And that is very important to understand and to accept that, instead of thinking that you have to build something up to get to where you want to go. Because if you think about it, when you were a kid, if you actually listen to other people who talk about these concepts in these communities concerning socializing, for example, Julian Blanc would be one, Owen Cook would be someone else. They express that when you're a child, you're social all the time. When you're a kid, there is no such thing as being shy. When you're free-flowing, you feel like a kid. You feel like when you were younger. You have that memory. You have a connection with something deeper, more pure, without expectations, without any kind of negative vibration in the air, jealousy or hate or envy or comparison or what people think. These things come after that. These things come as a reaction to what we live. And so when you're a kid, things happen to you, things happen to all of us, and then we build these things up. We come later on in life and we realize we care what people think. We realize we want to prove others wrong or prove others right or ourselves right. And we're in this dynamic of friction and proving and all these things that don't really feed our soul. They feed our ego. And a healthy ego is okay up to a certain extent, but that's not what we're here for. I could be wrong about all this, but maybe you yourself can actually see that in the majority of times, you're gonna notice that you feel better when you have zero expectations of something and you just want the best for you or for others, for everybody. Because in the end, we're all one world, we're all one community. I know for some it might be hard to think about this or to consider this. These are natural blockings that might come to the surface. Take these into account as they come to you. These things have happened to all of us. So as you begin to see that this journey is actually a journey and it's a marathon, it's not a sprint, you're gonna start feeling calm within yourself and understand that the more you take action, the more you have a good intention behind the things you do, and the more you work on the things that are blocking you, that's when you're gonna accelerate the most. For me personally, it's not about finding good intentions to do things. It's more about remembering the intentions that I already have and I express to the outer world, so to remember who I am, and also to remove the blockages that exist between my intention and the action that I take or the result that I want, which is not a small thing. Each of us has their own thing to deal with, and that's what we're here for. So I know we may not know each other, but whether or not you're seeing me for the first time, or whether you've seen me every day of your life so far, if we're friends or we know each other, just know there's someone out there who wants the best for you. I want the best for you. I want the best thing in your life to occur. I want you to do the best that you can for yourself. I really believe that you can do anything you want. And this isn't gonna be some rah-rah motivational video. It's not gonna be anything concerning not taking action. We're gonna be focused on taking action on everything we want, because that's the method to go forward. We're gonna talk about that later. But I just want you to know that if you're waiting on somebody to allow you to live what you wanna live, if you're waiting for anybody to come knock on your door and give you the letter of acceptance that you are okay the way you are and you can keep going forward with who you are, and not only are you okay, you are actually awesome. You just have to let yourself see that. If you're waiting for that, well, here's the knock. You can do it. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna require a lot of action. It's gonna require a lot of uncomfort from all of us. We are all on the same journey. I get you. The people who are seeing this along with you are gonna get you. They're all on the same path as you. You're not alone. Let's go make it epic. Now, since we're here, besides keeping in mind that I want the best for you, and that's why I'm doing this, I wanna make a promise that I will keep my intentions pure, and I will keep the reason why I do these things pure every single time I make a piece of content. Because for me, it's very easy in this day and age, as many of us, to get caught up into the wrong reasons. So for what people think, for money, for exposure, for publicity, and these are not things that I want to feed me anymore. I do not want these things to exist in my reality. I am not aligned with these things. This is not the natural state of us humans. And so I will do the best I can to be here every single time in a conscious position of understanding that here, me and you, we're gonna be here in this journey together. And we're gonna be talking about things that are very useful to you. We're gonna talk about things that are applicable, things that you're able to take out in the field and take action on them. You're gonna be able to give as much value as you can. You're gonna learn new ways to gain access to places you've never gained. You're gonna see the journey of myself gaining access to new places with myself in my circle, so that you're able to see how far you can take it step by step. And you're also gonna learn to get to the position that I've been the last few years. I'm someone who's always been social my entire life almost, except for a time period around my teenage years where I was a little bit more dark, pessimistic. I had people around me who loved me and cared for me, but I just couldn't see it. I couldn't feel it. I wouldn't let it land. I was in a room with a bunch of people I knew and we were having fun, but I actually felt alone deep inside. So I can actually relate to the people who have never been social. I can relate to people who think that it's dark out there and to people who think that they're all alone. And that is actually far from the truth. I could be wrong about all this, but it's up to you to decide how you want to view the world, how you want to view your life. Because as a person I know and I follow and I really cherish, I am grateful for their content, said Owen Cook, is that if you really think about it, you're gonna die anyway. We're all gonna die anyway. So if we're gonna die anyway, and we have all this potential, and we're just sitting here in the middle, why don't we do something with it? Why don't we do something about it? And it's all fun and games and words. This is not gonna be an easy journey. If you choose to follow it, it's gonna be a hard journey, but that is what greatness is made of. And hey, at any point, you can jump off. I don't wanna expect anybody to see this. I know in the beginning, there are gonna be the people who want to help this grow and are gonna be hyped, or they're just curious. That's one group, and then there's gonna be the other group of people that is gonna genuinely want to learn about all these concepts, take action, apply things, etc., etc. So I'm basing my focus more on the second group of people. I appreciate both, but besides the initial hype of the start and then the drop, then comes the authentic climb of how many people this content reaches. And the point is not to reach thousands of people. That's also part of the point, but the most important point for me is something I've always told myself, even when I was 16 and I was feeling pessimistic, sitting in a dark room alone, is that if I can make one person understand that they don't have to feel this way, if I can help one person change their life for the better, just a little bit, if I can do that to one person, then I'm grateful. If only one person can see this and change their life for the better, what's there to complain about, really? And as I go through this journey myself, I'm gonna be able to allow myself to feel this more and more and to get back to that root cause of why I do things, and especially why I'm doing this more and more, with your help and with my own. So, I hope you like this. Stay focused, keep taking action. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, bell notification, notified every time we drop fresh content. I'm not gonna say anything concerning expectations, not gonna notify you about anything. New, fresh content is just gonna drop unexpectedly, because here, we're about action and not words. Or rather, we're gonna be about both. But action has more gravity, and that's what we're gonna focus on. See you soon.